my channel, Cherokee187. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So I know I've been a little MIA for a couple of days on my social media platforms, and the only reason for it is because on Sunday I was called to do a spiritual fast, right? Now, the Bible tells you when you fast, you're not supposed to tell people. So I just completely cut everything off and worried about myself. So today we are on day 3. So I decided to actually write down what I wanted to talk about, because I tried to do a video for y'all yesterday. It did not work out. So I wrote down exactly what I wanted to talk about, because while I was fasting, I was reading other people's articles and things about that nature, and I just felt like if I put it on my YouTube, then maybe it could help somebody. You guys know on my journey, my platform, my social media platform, I do help a lot of people. Like, you'll be surprised how many people inbox me on a daily telling me that they look forward to me posting because it motivates them. But who motivates the motivator? Me, I guess. I gotta motivate myself. But so I started here and I said, so I actually haven't journaled in like a year or two. I'm currently on day 3 of my spiritual fast. Sunday night I was called to fast, not knowing exactly why I had the urge to fast. So when the clock struck 12, I no longer had food, weed, social media, and male energy. I went to sleep ready for my week to continue. And the Bible states, and when you fast, not if, but when. It's kind of scary to really know and understand that our lives are already written and everything happens on God's speed. A few weeks back, I prayed for something, and that prayer was then answered. When I received what I prayed for, it came back in a different form. I started to then question myself. Not God, not the prayer, but myself. Like, who even said God sent your prayer to you? Like, are you so full of yourself that you just knew He answered you? So from being honest, I started to nitpick about getting my prayer answered, but not the way that I intended. As soon as I realized, I'm like, hold up, this is not what I asked for. I started to want to give it back and give up on it. Like, you can have it back, you can put it back where it came from. I don't want it, I ain't mean to ask for it. But we're going to have to figure that part out, right? So it actually took up too much space in my mind and my heart. Emotional baggage is one of the least talked about things when people are on their journeys, because they want you to see the good. They want you to see them happy. They don't talk about the emotional baggage. So if I'm being honest, the fast had nothing to do with what I actually prayed for, but the events that came after. As the Bible states, when you fast in secret, not like the hypocrites who don't wash their face and want it to look like they're fasting. I decided to cut outside all energy, and I cut everybody off. I apologize to my best friends. I apologize to anybody who was texting or calling me. It wasn't personal, but I just couldn't answer and tell you why I wasn't answering you, because what the hell I'm gonna say? I'm fasting and I can't tell you, so it's like whatever. But I apologize. I love my friends. I'm sorry. But so I just needed to worry about me, right? So, but I needed these last 72 hours to be about me. This is my selfish year. I've been nothing but nice and helpful, and the exact same people I was nice and helpful to spat in my face. It's okay to be selfish with your time and energy, and I'm learning how to put myself first. I still haven't learned exactly why I was called to fast, but as I'm writing this, I actually feel accomplished in my spiritual world. Not having any energy that was not needed for the last 72 hours was extremely refreshing. Like, for real, y'all. Like, not having to speak to nobody, hear their problems, be the mediator, or do any of those things, or motivate people for 72 hours. It was, like, so much clarity. Like, if I didn't need to be on social media, I honestly would not get back on it. But fortunately, I make money off of social media, so I have to come back for those reasons. But if I can have a private life, like, I'm telling y'all, once I get to... I ain't even going to go there. But anyway, let's get back to the reading. So where did I stop at? So I said I still haven't exactly learned why I was called to fast, but as I'm writing this, I feel accomplished in my spiritual world. And then I read that. So it says, so y'all want the details on how the fast went? Because y'all, I was hungry. Like, I cooked for my kids, for my mother for 3 days to smell food. So all I had was water, y'all. Like, literally, like, I don't even know how I did it. Like, for real. That's discipline. And I guess that's why we called to fast, right? So, if y'all want to know, just leave comments below. I'll do like a part 2 vlog, and I'll tell you about how the 72 hours went, and how bad it was, because I definitely was hungry. How day 2 was the worst. But nonetheless, when you're hungry and while you're fasting, you're supposed to, talk to God, pray. You're supposed to read the Bible, read scriptures, and things of that nature. So I read many scriptures that helped my understanding a little bit better. And let me tell y'all, the Bible is a mess, y'all. Basically, you know what? If you get married and then you get divorced, and then you get married again, it's still committing adultery. Like, that man is not supposed to remarry you. When I get married, I'm not getting divorced. My husband gonna have to know, because it's crazy. Then I was reading, and they was talking about how if you're married, right, and then your husband dies, and he doesn't leave you with a seed, his brother has to seed you. And it was this one lady in the Bible, and she had 7 brothers, and none of them seeded her, and she just that was just crazy to me. Like, yeah, that was just a lot. But my fast did resonate with James 4:10, and it was humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. So I've always been humble my entire life. I've never gloated. I've never done any of those things. But I do have a problem with pride. And we know that is a sin, right? So I'm assuming my fast was to help me with this pride thing, because I just told you I prayed for something, I got it, and then I didn't want it, and then I was picky about it. It's like, who the fuck you think you are? Like, for real. For real. So I had to be humbled, and I had to sit down, and I had to just be in my own thoughts, right? And my mind is actually a whole lot clearer. Like, I know I tell y'all on my journey, on my road to $1 million, my life is planned out for the next 10 years. Like, I know what years I want to have my babies. I know what years I need not to have them. I know what degrees I need to go for. I know how much money I'm going to put in the ground. Like, I literally know everything that I want to do in the next 10 years, right? Now, in the event that none of the stuff that I have written down happen in 10 years, I am okay with that, because it is God's will, right? I can write down as many shit as I want. But we also have to remember, like the Bible told us, we can't serve two masters. And our body is just holding our souls, right? So I can't want to be myself and make my own will, because it's already written for me. So I just had to humble myself and take that pride away. I think it worked, though, if I'm being honest. Because I'm more vulnerable. I'm sharing more with you guys than I wanted to. I told y'all I'm going to be extremely transparent on my road to $1 million, because I want y'all to know that even though my ultimate goal is to become a millionaire, I have the same problems that everybody else have in their everyday life. But my problems are just a little bit more huger. They're a little bit more complex, because my ultimate goal is a little bit higher than the average person. I tell you guys, I spend my best times alone. And it's not that I don't like to be around people, but I've noticed that, this is a scripture that I have that I want to read to y'all, because this one, and this is something you've always heard before and all those other things, but this is something that's happening in my life at this very moment. So Matthew 7:15, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are raven wolves. Y'all heard that, right? Now, on my journey last year, I decided to weed out the friends that weren't friends to me, the relationships that weren't relationships to me, the stuff that wasn't reciprocated. And whoever got left in 2023 didn't make it to 2024. And then I got to 2024, and it's still a bunch of hiccups, right? So I guess that I haven't cleared my path yet. And I know that I won't get to my highest self until I release the people that are not supposed to come with me. Like, no matter how much I love them, no matter how much I want them to be on my journey, no matter how much I feel like they need to be there, some people just aren't written in my story. And I have to release that attachment and baggage to it so that I can get to my next level. Now, I don't per se want to say that the people around me is not supposed to come with me, because that's not what I'm saying, right? But what I'm saying is the people that come and latch themselves to me, and the people who act like they want to be close to me, it's like, are you want to be close to me because you want what's coming from me? Because I know what's coming, and I'm pretty sure you know what's coming. So do you want to be around me for those very reasons, or is it because, you just genuinely want to be around me? And I hate to say this, and I don't want any of my friends to take this, and when I say I don't trust nobody, it's just because y'all can barely keep up with y'all own shit in your own life. How am I trust y'all to keep up with my shit in my life? And that's just true story for anybody. And if somebody felt the same way, that they didn't trust anybody. But my entire life has been weeded through. I've been talked about. I've been lied on. I got so adapted to it that's why my skin is so tough, and that's why I can hold my head high, and I can be like, because it prepared me for this my entire life. So the stuff that's happening to me now at my 35 years of age is like a breeze in the park, because if y'all knew Cherokee before Cherokee 187, I had a name before social media. I had a life before social media, and I'm gonna have a life outside of social media. Social media isn't my only source of income. It won't be my only source of income. I just feel like on my journey that I'm supposed to motivate as many people as I can and birth as many millionaires as I can. I don't only want to be a billionaire by myself. Like, the goal is to literally birth millionaires. My mentorship, I started in March, and that first cycle of the month went really great. April, I had to cut it off because I decided to go back to school, and I had to weigh out my options about my time and my plan and how I wanted to spend my time, right? So now that school, I'm in school for the summer, but once I finish my summer classes, I'm gonna get my mentorship back going, only because I want to birth millionaires. Like, that's my goal. Like, not only do I want to be a millionaire, I want to be like, yeah, I got a whole bunch of millionaires under me. Like, I want to build my own community to where we have like-minded people that want the same things, that want to excel in life, that want to learn about real estate, that want to learn about financial literacy. Like, it's so much money out there to be made, and I don't have crab in the barrel mentality. I don't mind sharing information. I don't care if I give you a play to make you a millionaire before me, because you know what? You might get there and then you may come back like, damn, you ready? All right, let me take you how I went. I never had that mentality. Like, I never been a hater. I had no reason to. Like, I really had a good life. Like, don't get me wrong. I had fucked up shit happen to me. I had bad shit happen to me. You know, I had days, I had ups, I had downs, but I have not had a bad life. Like, I've literally been able to accomplish everything that I want to do. I say I want to move, I get up, I move. I want to go to a new state, I book a flight. I want to work a new job, I work a new job. I wanted to travel for work, I travel for work. Like, it's just nothing that I don't put out for me, that I want, that I don't go for, right? So I just feel like I want to be able to motivate people so that they can have those same things. Because when I talk to people, they tell me things like, oh, I actually had a conversation with somebody, and they were like, people don't always get to do what they want. And I had to stop them and tell them, like, I actually do get to do what I want. Like, I really do. And I'm so thankful and I'm so humbled about that. I really get to do what I like. I hope you out here fishing when I get my pink fishing rod. But I really do get to do what I want, right? And I've been blessed enough to have that. And that's, again, why we are where I am, because I'm in this fasting, where that probably needed to humble me, right? I probably needed to be humbled about that, because I get to do everything that I want. And the one thing that I prayed for that didn't come the way that it came, what a temper tantrum. And in return, I had to start for 3 days. But nonetheless, I'm cool. I ain't complaining. Shit rocking. But today is my last day of my spiritual fast, and it is 6 o'clock now. I wish I would have did it like 6, started at 6, and then now I could have been able to eat, but I started at midnight because I told y'all, like, I got called out of nowhere. I've been thinking about it, talking about it. I've heard people speak about it. It's never been on my radar to be one of those things where it's like, oh, let's put it in the calendar. I cooked Sunday night. I ate. I had my last Dr. Pepper. I don't even think I had a blunt on Sunday. When 12 o'clock came, my mind and my body and my soul was like, huh, we got 72 hours to do nothing. After the first 24 hours, I was like, can I eat? I can't do this. And since I'm in school for nursing, y'all know I'm in anatomy and physiology, so all of the stuff that's happening inside of my body at this moment while I'm fasting is like fucking with my head, because it's like, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds. What you mean? I'm not trying to lose weight, but I know the big homie got me. He gonna send it back 10 times over. But y'all, when I tell y'all my road to 1 million, and it's not stressful because I don't stress. I don't have anything in my life that I have to be like, oh, it's not gonna happen. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? It's like, no. I know how to figure out ways. I know how to figure out plans, but I just think that I put too much on myself as a person. And I think that it's because I don't have nobody to lean on, right? Like, I need new friends. I need to create a group of people who are interested in the same things that I do. Like, I need people who are trying to go where I'm trying to go. Like, it's nothing wrong with people wanting to have a life outside of the life that I have, right? But then it's like, how am I going to get where I want to go if we don't want the same things? Because it's like, are you going to hold me back? Am I going to hold you back? Like, I don't want it to be a confusing thing. So I know on my journey I am interested in meeting new people. I am interested in making my circle a little bit bigger because it's small. I just told you I left Mad People in 2023. I didn't even have that many people when I left Mad People in 2023, but that's neither here nor there. This vlog is posted probably before I even get to social media. So if you got to see this before I put the link on Instagram, then thanks for being one of my YouTube subscribers, and thanks for following my journey and my transparency. I don't think I have much more that I want to talk about. I just wanted to get that off of my